What's up, people? It's Harry from Hasbro TV back another video with TJ, who's started doing content again in 2026.
Yeah, man. You know
TJ,
what? New Year's, there's the New Year's like goals in it. Yeah, I started it off with a bang. New Year's Day, Junction goodbye video. The next day, flipping match reaction. I'm doing content again. I'm actually releasing on my channel. As you can see, it's streaming on my channel as well. So I can and into Spurs' live. Yeah, 100%. He even clocked it. Man, I'm pushing out content. I'm trying my best to push out content.
I'll put a link if you want to join. I'll put the stream on.
Yeah, you know what it is in it? I've abandoned my channel too long in it to for it to even like. Let's be real in it. Realistically, I should have been uploading 2 years ago, man. Realistically, I had because we've been going at it for 2 years in it, and I've just been not motivated. But this year, look, watch, I'm going to be releasing more content. Hopefully my channel will grow by me releasing content, you know, because something that's good about me, like I wouldn't say I'm popular in the fan base, but I am, like, people are asking me to jump on their channel and all that, so I'm getting recognition, you know. It's just my channel's not growing. Do you understand where I'm coming from? So is what it is, isn't it? But how you been, my bro? You been good?
Yeah. Apart from Tottenham, this has been all right. Oh, you work now on Fridays? Okay. Elijah,
No
I'm not
way,
seeing you
my
live
bro.
in ages, man. When are you live nowadays? Elijah, when are you live nowadays?
You know what? He's usually live when he's doing the match reaction, innit? Yeah, I sometimes jump into his stream to like stalk him. Yeah, but you know what is in it? Everybody's there busy, man. They're busy. Yeah. They're busy with everything.
I've just not seen him live. That's what I'm asking. Like, so I know the next time to put it on because I've just not seen it. I don't know, but oh, that's why, because he's live during the games. That's you, right? Yeah.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, that's what I was saying. So sometimes when a goal goes in, I jump on the YouTube to see their reaction. You know what? Sometimes it's you know when you're so bad in it, yeah. More or less in it. More or less, you actually vibe when other people react. Like if they're upset, it makes you laugh. Like generally, man, I've lost my spirit for Tottenham. Tottenham's a really weird little club where nothing's going right, to be honest with you. Frank is Frank, but we're gonna get into that topic, innit?
Yeah.
Cool. Can I ask you a question? Because I actually have a question on my head.
Okay.
Before we go into this Johnson thing, because I obviously addressed it. Firstly, this is about this got to do with Johnson, innit? Yeah. Do you think it's a loss for us to get rid of Johnson, or do you think it's a good move?
Thing is, obviously Frank don't want him because obviously him and Paratici said you're surplus to requirements. So if he's not going to use him, we might as well sell him. Would it be a loss to us? Well, unfortunately, I can't answer the question because I don't know if we're going to buy a replacement, who the replacement's going to be. Like if we buy someone worse, like we've done it in the past, then what? Okay. It doesn't really matter that much. It's not that deep. But like
wait, so like, what did you say? Sorry. Remember the comments thing, like I literally can't see it. Right.
Don't worry.
So
don't worry.
If anybody's
still on that thing. I still on that.
Yeah, okay. Man. Tell me another friend that stops smoking. Man, listen, man. That's my DNA, man. My DNA is smoking, bro. Like that won't stop. I'll stop everything else, but that won't stop, innit? Yeah, but carry on what you were saying, my bro.
The thing is, if we played a 3-5-2, I think Johnson probably would have a place in the team. But because he obviously Frank's stuck with the 4 at the back 99% of the time now, apart from like obviously the other day when he went to a 3 to close the game out. I don't see where Johnson fits. He can't play on the wing in the system, I don't think. Unless you're going to play him as a 4-4-1-1 and playing behind like Richarlison in a 4-4-1-1. But we ain't going to do that because which is I don't think we have the players to play that way anyway. So I think we're right to sell him because he's not. Frank clearly doesn't want him. But for me, whether it'll be a good move or not depends on who we bring in, like after. You know?
Yeah. No. You know what? Yeah, that's what Wash the Hat rocks.
Hot rock.
Hot rock. Yeah. Cool. Look, for me, like I said in my last video, if you guys haven't checked out my last video, click on my channel. Literally, it's the Johnson goodbye video, isn't it? That was released on New Year's Day at 3 a.m. So it was live when the news was coming about. And for me, look, I actually ultimately said this is a good move for Johnson's career. You know, if Glasner is actually staying at Palace, I do feel like Johnson will thrive. Johnson suits Palace's system. You know, it's sad because he's our only proven scorer or only proven goal scorer, you know, that can actually put the ball in the back of the net with the ability that he has as well, you know, in terms of he's only good at scoring goals, like at being at the last minute. There's a lot of work that he has to work on. Like, he's not a really technical player. He struggles to create chances, beat his man, you know, even like basic things like allowing others to, and when I say this, like holding up play, he lacks a lot, you know. One thing that he's good at is scoring the goals, and Tottenham right now are struggling to score goals, you know. So it is in a way a loss for Tottenham, you know. But for Johnson, I think it's a great career move, you know, because he's going to be under management, which let's just say Glasner does end up staying, or
he's going,
yeah, exactly, for the time Glasner's there, you know, I think Johnson will be able to learn a lot on the Glasner, you know. Now my issue with this transfer, and it's only a minor issue. Now ultimately I feel like obviously Frank is in charge, and he clearly has stated that Johnson's not in his plans, which the right move is to move on, right? Is Frank our next manager? Because see, this is a thing, isn't it? You know, all the news that we're seeing is Pochettino is the next type of candidate, you know, the next man that could actually take over Tottenham, you know, if Frank's project fails, right? Because I'm still saying we have to give Frank at least a year. I'm actually saying that. I'm only saying that based on, look, realistically, sacking Frank right now won't be good for Tottenham. You know, Pochettino
really out there. There's no one really out there. Like Chelsea sat Maresca, or whatever happened with Maresca. They're getting Rossini from Strasbourg. I don't know how someone like that's a good replacement for Frank personally. Like, I don't see the point in sacking Frank.
Yeah, see, I can't. Right now, we've dug our like grave in it. You know, we have to sit in it until we can actually find a replacement. And obviously, Pochettino's contract ends next year. You know, so I think realistically, going back to Johnson, and this is what I'm saying. For a player like Johnson, I think he would thrive under Pochettino. Yeah, I believe so. I actually believe this, you know. I did mention this a few weeks ago, you know. He's not the same crop of player when I compare them, but Johnson reminds me of Son, you know, when Pochettino had Son around the first 2 years. That was only based on the partnership with Kane, you know. And if you remember that, Son was literally the guy that would run onto the chances and be basically the final end to the product, which realistically is his game style. You know, he's good. He gets in the position, the right places at the right time. You know,
Yeah,
we've seen it. You know, but Johnson was a big reason why we did end up winning the Europa League. Let's not discredit Johnson about like his game style. Again, he don't obviously suit Frank because Frank wants to play with wingers that drive up the pitch, and it clearly doesn't suit Johnson's play style. However, if we was to get Pochettino, that's where I'm a bit like,
do you think
I'm a bit like yeah, go for it.
Because I've always believed that like Johnson's like a really bad version of Dele Alli. Like
no, I disagree with that. I don't think he's Dele Alli. I think he's Son.
You could put him like, you know, where he used to play Dele just off of like Kane. You put Johnson there, and then I think he would.
This is what I disagree with. I actually don't see him as a Dele Alli type of player. I actually see him as a Son type of player under how we was playing under Pochettino, whereas where Kane was the one that created the chances and Son was the one that was on the end of the chances, right? I feel like that's the mode that Johnson is, you know? He's good at being in the right spots at the right time. Who knows? If we was to go down this Pochettino route, it would be a massive miss. I think Johnson would be a massive massive player on the Poch. I actually believe that. I think, look, to be honest with you, his career has kind of failed at Tottenham. He didn't come to Tottenham to do what he was meant to do, to be honest with you. It is deemed as a failure. It's just, I don't think Frank is obviously getting the best out of Johnson, and clearly he's not in his plans. But see, Ange at least got the best out of Johnson. Do you understand where I'm coming from? This is why I'm a bit 50-50 on it. I think realistically, if we are backing Frank, and if I'm honest, if I'm going to be honest here and I'm saying, look, I'm going to give Frank a year, I think it's a good move to sell him. 35 to 40 million. I think that's a good enough money for us to move on a player that is not in Frank's plan and potentially buy someone that is going to envision what Frank wants to do. It's hard, but I feel like right now that we're at that stage where we're transitioning, you know, and Frank needs his players. He clearly needs his players to play the way he wants to play. But that's my take on Johnson, to be honest with you. I honestly wish him the best. I personally wish him the best. I don't wish no ill on any player, you know. I think this is a good I don't know, like a good chance for Johnson to kickstart his career again. Look, next year if I
just kind of agree with you with Johnson, partly because I've seen Nketiah go to Palace. I know he doesn't start every game, but he uses Nketiah as like the left forward. I guess they play 3-4-3, right? Use him like the left forward. Obviously, got Mateta's obviously like the what do they call it again?
The hold up player.
Yeah, well, I've got the name of it now.
The striker, the false nine, the false nine.
You know, the hold up player, basically. I thought it was called now.
The false nine, that's what you call a false nine.
And then you have the two inside forwards. Like he could probably play off the right.
This is what I'm saying. The hold up player was Kane in Pochettino's system.
Yeah.
Think about it like this. This is how I see it. The hold up player was Kane. Yeah, on the Poch. Right now, Glasner has Mateta as the next hold up player. I think Johnson and even like Emil Sarr, I think that's what you call him.
Ismail Sarr.
He's quite similar in terms of like how they want to mold their game plan, and this is why I ultimately believe that Johnson will be a success at Crystal Palace. It's just to me right now, I'm questioning our direction of if Frank is our manager and if Frank is going to be here after this year, or if he's not going to be here. In fact, I said it wrong. If he's not going to be here after this year, I think Johnson, that's a big loss. I think it's a big loss on us. Because if it's Pochettino, I think Pochettino would use Johnson, someone like Johnson. But yeah, that's enough from me, man.
Okay.
Yeah,
first of all, welcome to Mr. B. TJ, have you met Mr. B before?
First time, my friend. First time.
Yeah,
nice to meet you, my friend.
I'll be good, man. Everything's well.
Yeah. Terrible match, right? You're a Brentford fan.
Man. Yeah. It's like watching paint dry, mate, as far as I'm concerned. But, it was sort of a result. They got a point out of it. We both got a point. Happy New Year and have a point each, innit? Might as well. So, but we got to carry on, man. We got Everton next, so we got to get our waveform together now for this year. Last year it wasn't great, so like two away wins all season, so not great. But I think Everton, they will be tough, but I think we can get our waveform going this year. I think that'd be great. But yeah, as you say, man, that was painful to watch that match, and I hope we can do better than that in the next one, because we've got to start doing some more goals again.
You know what I felt about the match in terms of, for both managers, even Frank, like I felt like we both set up in a way where we didn't want to concede. So both teams, I'm talking about Brentford and I'm talking about Tottenham. I think our setup was exactly the same. We were scared to open up the space or create enough chances to actually go on and win the match, I
totally agree. 100%.
And for me, as a Tottenham fan, I think that's really disappointing because it just shows you don't have the balls to go up against any opponent. It don't even have to be Brentford. It could have been anybody. But the fact that you are accepting a draw when we definitely, in our sense, obviously, these are the games where, because we've got to run it. The next couple of games are difficult for Tottenham. We have quite a difficult run. And if you was to actually pick out where you would actually see a win, I thought Brentford was probably a place that we could particularly take a win. Not discrediting Brentford. I think Brentford right now have a better attacking force than Tottenham, But this is me blind picking, like slow things. Like hopefully Frank knows what he's going against. I thought that would play a part in us winning the match. Clearly it didn't.
Yeah, but that's the thing, right, man? They both knew each other because when Frank was there before, Keith Andrews was set piece coach as well, so they do know each other. They know what's going on and the tactics and that. So as you said, they totally cancelled each other out, and that's what they were looking for. We were looking for just don't lose again, because it was painful when we came to your ground and lost 2-0. We could have lost by more, but for Kelleher, we were terrible in that game, man. We just didn't turn up, and we just had to sort of come here as well and make sure we didn't lose. It's a GTEC, so home ground. And you'd think we should be out there going for it and really attacking them. But then we sort of thought, well, no, look what happened before. If we lose like that again, even at home, it was too cautious, I think. I think Andrews was too negative a bit, man, And he's got to sort it out. He's got to do more. It's like we weren't done against Bournemouth, We slapped them up, totally. And that's what we should have been doing. And no offence, man. But I thought you lot were there for the taking as well, because I don't think you're that amazing, this season. You're boring under Frank, man. It's like, we see that at us when he was with us. Even under, with us, he was negative at times. So, you're not the only one he's like that with. So, you know. But when he does do the attacking football, you see what happens. And I don't think you've quite seen it yet at Spurs with him. So
I don't. To be honest with you, it's not me not seeing it. It's me not trusting the process. Because one thing about so this is where I might differ with a lot of Tottenham fans, but I really felt like we didn't have the balls to even attack. Sometimes it comes down to ambition, and it also is a bit of Frank needs to step up. I generally believe that he is too cautious. He doesn't want to take risks, and I feel good evening, and has TJ, and yes, my bro. How you been, man? How you been? Yeah, no. I feel like Frank has now taken the step up to Tottenham, or for me right now, it's not even a step up; it's a step sideways. Because we as worse as you. Now, let's be so honest with you. We in fact, I think we're even worse than you. Because at least I saw your attacking players actually trying. One thing that I have to say, we have a good defensive structure, which helped us take the draw, which in a way is a positive. But it's like, we're too cautious. Any game, and it's not just Brentford, we don't try, we don't risk. The motto, this is our ethos. To Spurs to do, to dare to die, man. That's basically what Spurs gets behind. That's my understanding. As you can elaborate, because that's all we actually say, right? But it's like, I don't see no risk. I don't see no ambition. I actually don't see nothing to say we are going forward. I can only see us going backwards from this performance, because it just shows we don't want to attack. We don't want to take risks. And look, a draw is a fair result, but there are games where we've conceded due to nonsense, and performances like this. For me, I feel like Frank is running out of ideas, or Frank is too scared to change what he knows, and this is my issue. Again, we have to give him a year. I think it's too soon to sack him. This January window is a massive deal for Tottenham. I've got one question. Do you got any transfer plans during this window? Anybody coming in? Because obviously I don't really follow Brentford, so I wouldn't know your transfer strategy.
To be honest, man, your guess is as good as mine at the moment. We're sort of looking at the moment. I think we're going after this Joey Veerman again. I know apparently that might be happening. We tried to get him last season, I think it was, and all fell through. Didn't quite happen. So whether we're getting over the line, I don't know, in January, in this month, obviously, I don't know. And I think I did see something about we're after somebody else. I don't even know who they are. So, but we are looking at the moment. But obviously, I think we need to get players in. I just feel we have to kick on a bit more. We're at in ninth still at the moment. So we've got to sort of try and get something and kick on to get and stay up there in this top 10. I mean, we don't want to be dropping down more again, because, I don't think we're relegation strugglers anyway. But, I do get worried when we do get a bit further down, when we slip down. So, but I just feel, we have got enough there to be comfortable in this league, really. And I just hope Keith Andrews, this will be his first season for him, and it's a practice season in a way. And let's see if he kicks on with next season and gets us better than we are. Because, I think we're better than what we play like sometimes. I really do. And sometimes we just look like I don't know what's happening. We just don't want to be there or whatever. And it's them games against Arsenal and yourself away. They were painful, terrible games, man. And
what do you think your issues are away from home? What do you think your issues are away from home? Like, where do you
Yeah.
think they need to do? But where is it going wrong? Basically,
I don't
your home
know, man.
form's so good. Yeah.
I think Andrew sets his stall out that we don't want to go there and get slapped up, basically.
Mm.
Instead of we're too cautious. Instead of trying to attack and go at teams and and try and get them out of. So I know it's hard to say. You go to Arsenal, you don't want to leave yourself wide open, do you? At fucking Arsenal, or even yourself. So it's hard to do, but you got to get the right sort of thing, ain't you? And the right sort of level of play and what you want to do, but it is so hard to do. And I'm hoping we can do better now this year. I hope he's sorting things out with it. There are promising things there I see with Andrews, but I still wonder. I see sometimes he's almost taking it out of the Thomas Frank handbook. I'll play like Thomas Frank did, and you can't. You're your own man, your own manager. Just do your own ideas, but better ones in a way that more attacking. Because we had an identity under Frank. I think we had more identity under him than we have under Andrews at the moment. So I'm just waiting to see, man. But I think it'll all come good. I really do.
Quick question. We haven't heard from you. What was your stance on the Brentford game, man? Because just before you go, before you go in it, just before you go in it, I just want to say a little bit, and then I'll let you say what you're saying. In it, for me, I felt like it was a rotten 0-0 from the jump. The lineup, the build up to the game, the cold air, the way it felt. I didn't see us trying to even attempt to make an effort. The thing that frustrates me about Frank, there's no effort. There's no risk. One thing that I miss about Ange, and it might sound crazy that I miss about it. No matter who we played, he says he wants to risk. He wants to try. He wants to score. This is polar opposite. It's like we don't want to risk. We don't want to score. We want to draw. So, Haz, what was your thoughts about the game, my bro?
Well, just following on what you said there, bro. Following from what you just said, with Ange, it seemed like all or nothing, didn't it? With him, he couldn't change his style of play, whatever. He just wanted to go hell for leather, get up down the pitch, high line, and whatever, and go and attack. He just couldn't change his way of play. I think with Thomas he can. I really do. And he was like that with us. At least he could try and do something different. Because he's got all that thing out. He's bored and all that and whatever. Now you see, and he's doing all that, and you see his mind working. That he wants to try something different, and change things up. And I think that is a good thing about him. But it is quite hard because he's with a different team, a bigger club, obviously. Maybe say name or what now at the moment, but. They're sort of a bigger club, but it is harder to do that and install your beliefs with someone else that don't. They might not fall into that way of thinking. Some of these players, some are doing it. They obviously are seeing his style of play and process, and some are just, as we know, we see that bit where they didn't want to shake his hand. I don't know if you remember that. I think Levine and whatever else.
Coming back in it. Hold on 1 second. I've got my food. I've got my food. Yeah, hold on 1 minute.
He ordered food.
But he had that bit where they didn't want to shake his hand, and you think, well, is there a fallout here? Do they not, like him or his style of play and whatever? Are they not falling into it? But. Yeah, so I just sort of feel, well, with this game though, as you know, Harry, I told you before, I was annoyed with it. I wasn't happy. I mean, as you say, I think you mentioned why wasn't Damsgaard there? Why wasn't he playing? And it was crying out for him here in this game. It really was a bit of good playmaking, distribution. And he wasn't there, and I wondered why. And he was going to bring him on, but it was too late anyway. When he was going to put like 5 minutes or something near the end, and I thought, no, he needs to be on earlier than this. He should have been on from the start, really. And
we had as well.
Yeah. Well, we had sort of like what was it? You could say like three. Would you say defensively midfielders? I would say. Although Henderson, he's still the playmaker. I think he can.
We had three as well, though. We had Gray, Bentancur, and Paulinho. Yeah. So I wasn't expecting much from those three. But then at the same time with Frank, what I would say in his defence, ironically, we literally had no one else to play in midfield. Like the only alternative we could have done was play Kudus in the 10 and play like Tell or Scarlett, one of the other attackers on the bench, and then put Kudus in the 10. He could have done that, but he did do that. Like, I guess you brought Damsgaard on late on. He moved Kudus into the 10, but Kudus was having no joy anyway. Like, he's been really off the ball the past few games, and he didn't do anything when he went into the 10 anyway. So we're quite limited. With you guys, it's different. And the reason I say it's different is because you were at home. So I think you could afford to play Damsgaard. I think, personally, you could afford to play him because you probably have most of the ball. Right? Yeah,
that was disappointing. It really was that we could have tried. Damsgaard would have lit it up a bit more and done something in that game. And why he didn't play him, I don't know. That's the thing I think with Andrews. Why can't he go for it? Why hasn't he got this mode of that? Let's try and attack more now. And we've done this for so long. We defended well. Okay, it's fairly good at defending, but then again, I don't think we had that much to defend in the way.
Yeah,
and Kelleher wasn't tested enough either.
One shot.
The reason. Sorry to cut you out. The reason you didn't have enough anything to defend because our stance was defend first, think about attack later, and then when we did get the ball, all it was nonsense balls over the top, which makes no sense to the current setup because one, Richarlison, for me, is not known for holding up the play, not known for being able to be great in aerial battles, especially with the defenders that you guys have. The whole tactical setup for Frank was, look, let's get out, let's get a draw. I think a draw is a good result. And that's what I'm against. I'm against that because we only saw it once where we played to feet. And that was when we created a chance and I think it was Alderweireld. It went to Alderweireld and Richarlison and Alderweireld went to the left and he crossed it in to Richarlison and Richarlison kind of crossed it back. And I think that was playing to feet. But we done that once in the whole of the 90 minutes. I can't even remember a second opportunity where we actually played 2 feet. Most of our attacks were long balls and pointless crosses, in my opinion. It was technically we weren't trying to attack, in my opinion. And that's the reason why there was not much for you guys to do. We made it easy. It was more of a training match than anything else. There was nothing to take from that game. It was the teams scared to attack. I thought you were better going forward than us. I think Sade was on it from the start. What a play, Sade. Yeah, he seems to be a good player, like a tricky player to handle. But realistically, it was pointless. Pointless performance from Tottenham in my stance.
Yeah, man. Well, that's how I felt with us as well. I thought, well, why didn't we just go for you lot more? You know, we are at home, and let's try and attack. You know, and then let's take our foot off the handbrake. You know, and all that, and you know, it's not good. You know, release the handbrake. It's like, you know, like say with Arsenal, isn't it? They always say, they can't release the handbrake at times. They're too defensive,
pragmatic,
whatever negative. Yeah. And, you know, you just feel like, well, why can't you do that? You're at home. You're in front of your own supporters. You know, you're paying loads of money to go and see your own team, and they can't entertain you and take their foot off that. So it's not great, man. And you know, I just hope we can do better than this. What was the other? I think the game against Leeds as well, at home. I was disappointed with that. You know, only drawing with them 1-1, because I thought we should have
drew with them 1-1. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Calvert-Lewin got a late equaliser, didn't he?
Oh, so, he's having a great season.
But I mean, we didn't really turn up for that one, man. We you know, as well, we're at home. You know, we didn't really do enough there, and we were lucky to get the one. Leeds were the better team, if anything.
When you're at home, you have to like basically try and win your home games. But when you're away from home, like. But even with you lot, you don't even like. Do you draw a lot of away games or not? Do you draw a lot of them, or?
I don't think we. We won 2. We haven't drew away yet. There were so many we were close to probably getting a draw. I know Sunderland we should have had at least something out of that, but we ended up with nothing. There were so many games we could have got something out of, but. You know, we just didn't do it, and a lot of the time as well when we played away, we were poor. You know, as well, so we hadn't really deserved to get a lot from the away games yet. I mean, you know, like West Ham, as we know, that we could have got at least 7 or 8 against them, so we would really boss that game. They were poor, West Ham, and who was the other one? Wolves, of course, 2-0. If you can't beat them, sorry, mate, you didn't. Sorry, I forgot about that. You didn't manage to beat them. I don't know how, but you only drew, didn't you? With them, but no, man, I would have been so embarrassed if we lost to them, to Wolves, you know. But no, this was a shame. But I thought it'd be a better match than this. I really did, guys, you know. And it was just dull. No negative. Yeah. I'm glad I didn't pay to go and see that one, I'll tell you.
yeah. But apparently they booed Frank, because you know Frank goes to the supporters. There's a video online, I'm sure you can find it. They're booing Frank or something, and then so our fans clearly unhappy with him. The problem is like I don't think we should sack him because there's no managers available anyway. Like there's no point. But at the same time, like the biggest question for me is, and this is why I'm still franking, I guess, is he playing this way because of the limited amount like players we have available, like the midfielders we had? That's all we had.
Bullshit, man. So, that's bullshit, man. At least try, man. That's bullshit. See, look, I'm saying give Frank a year, but I'm more Frank out than anything else. So I'll be so honest with you. Even though I'm saying give him a year, I'm actually Frank out. I'm just disappointed that he doesn't try. Look, no matter what players you have on the pitch, Ange didn't have the same players. At least he tried.
Ange had Son, he had Kulusevski and Maddison.
And then they were injured. That last season, he was injured.
In those first 10 games, he had all those players.
Yeah, but still, there's no...
We have Odobert on the left, or Mwani. We've got our midfield was
Mwani and Tell, and we've got Odobert, Mwani and Tell, and Johnson. And Johnson was our top scorer last year, and because he doesn't fit into Frank's plan, he's going to Crystal Palace. So there's a bit of it where Frank is not using what he's got let's be honest with you. Like, when was the last time you saw Teletubby Tell?
But I don't rate Tell, so I don't. If he doesn't play,
100%. I don't rate most of our squad. But you have to use. Sometimes as a manager, you get paid the most money to use what you've got, right?
Yeah.
And clearly, he's not using what he has at his disposal.
Would you play Tell last night then?
You know what? My lineup started with Tell on the left. In fact, I thought Odegaard was a surprise. I thought Tell was going to get the run in. So I thought Tell, what is it called, Richarlison and Kudos. Obviously, that's the starting lineup, right? But
who are you playing as the number 10 then?
Sorry?
Who are you playing as the number 10 then?
It was only going to be Archie Gray. Realistically, we don't have no number 10s. We could have moved Kudos into that 10.
Yeah, I thought about that as well.
Yeah, we could have moved Kudos into that 10 because he has actually played in the 10. Not for us, but in his career, he's played many games in the 10. But this, my main concern is Frank is not trying.
No.
You don't see him try to attack. When was the last time you actually saw a build-up goal or some sort of one-touch football? He's not that manager. That's my frustration.
I'm not expecting that with the players we have, though. Like, they're not good. They're just not. We lack so much quality. Like,
but they're not as bad as we've seen. That's the problem.
If we had Kulusevski, Maddison, and all these other players back, I'd be like, cool. I expect him to play like more attacking, but we ain't got that. Like, midfield we had yesterday was just great. Ben Scrumpoli, I'm not expecting them to do anything, man. Like, because really, I think we had no other choice. We had to play those three, I think.
Yeah.
We could have. It's true. We didn't have a choice to play with anybody else because our squad is clearly poor. But again, setting up the team to say don't attack is unforgivable, though. Let's be honest. In all of that match, when did you see Tottenham attack?
We tried.
Very rare. Rarely.
We tried. Gray had that chance.
A Brentford fan is saying, really.
Yeah.
Is that our ethos though? Can I make that clear? That's not our ethos. You know our ethos. We're meant to be die hard try, right?
Yeah.
That's not die hard try.
Yeah.
At least our last managers. At least our last managers. Go for it.
Okay, so what my question for you is now is: do you want us to get points, or do you want us to play attacking football?
I want us to play attacking football.
So you don't care. So we went Brentford yesterday. We chucked everyone forward. We lost.
I want us to try. 2-1. 100%. At least then I can see that Frank can evolve. Frank can do more than just defending. We say.
You'd rather we lost 3-1 yesterday than draw 0-0.
Who knows? Who knows? If you attack, who knows? We might create a few chances. You don't know unless you do. See, this is the thing. It's not red and it's not black and white. Who knows if we attacked Brentford, and respectfully, Brentford wasn't as good as I've seen them. They struggled themselves. Remember, listen, if we attack Brentford, they will be on the back foot.
Exactly. But at the end of the day, I just wonder if he's got the memo now to just try and defend and get maybe come away with a 1-0, a snatch and grab thing. Go to ground like he done at Palace. I think you think you were lucky there as well to get the 1-0.
We were indeed lucky.
I actually think we deserve to win that game personally. But
what game was you watching, my friend?
We won 1-0.
1-0, yeah. 1-0 from where? Where did the goal come from? Where did the goal come from?
A corner.
A corner. A set piece.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where did them 2 offside goals come from?
Just
Do you remember?
I don't know. I can't remember. That was.
I can't remember. I wanted to know as well. I can't remember either. That's what I was asking. I wanted to know. I can't remember. I can't remember either.
Palace away is a hard game, though. I don't know. We haven't won there in a
100%. It is a hard game.
Palace is a good team. They're a good team. Palace.
Every game is hard, but the standard. This is what I'm trying to say. Every game is hard. I don't expect us to win every single game, but the bare minimum is try. And I'm not seeing them try. And if you don't see your team try, it's down to the manager's tactical decisions. And 100% it's down to the manager because he chose not to try.
Yeah, you don't score in your own half, do you? Let's be honest. Like,
No.
when you get out your half and bloody attack, man. That's all you got to do.
You see, when you say, oh, would you rather us be get a point out of? Realistically, if you had standards, my friend, a point would never be in your mind. We say, this is what pisses me off about most Tottenham fans. We say we're top 6. We're not top 6. We're as bad. We're as equal as Brentford, equal as Fulham, equal as Crystal, equal as all of them clubs, because we're not a top 6 side. Let's get that straight. Most fans do.
I think we're mid-table. I think
most fans that I speak to, they state we're bigger than what we are, and we're not. We're simply not.
We were.
But I want us to try.
Years and years and years ago. But
we were exactly. We're not now.
The problem now is we don't have a Bale, we don't have a Kane, we don't have a Son, we don't have that quality.
So then the question I'm going to ask you: you said we were. Now we're not. Are you happy with the way we're playing?
Well,
because we're not that toxic side anymore. The standards dropped in your statement.
Because we don't have the.
So you're happy with the way we're playing then?
Well, I think with the players we have, I don't think we can really play any other way, really. So
essentially, you're saying we are happy. You're happy. You're intent with the way we're playing. That's exactly what you're saying. Because you're saying we don't have the players to play a different way, but we were a team that attacked. Now we're not. So I'm okay with it. That's exactly what you're saying.
Harry Kane, Son, Dele Alli, Dembele, Wanyama. I could bring off the whole team.
The question I'm asking you: are you happy with the way we're playing right now? The question I'm asking you: are you happy with the way we're playing right now?
I'm content because I understand the level of player we have. We can't play a certain way.
I'm glad that there's someone else witnessing that. You see how bad the standards have dropped? You know? The standards have dropped where they've put I'm calling you as you. We've been streaming for long. What are you smoking, my friend? You put the tail in between your legs and said, "Yeah, I'm happy. It is what it is." No, I'm not happy. We should never be like this. We should never be like this. That's what I'm trying to say. The standards has dropped, and a lot of the fan base have accepted it. Remember my biggest concern what was my biggest concern when I said this one thing. I said the reason why I don't want Frank was what? I made it very abundantly clear. I didn't want to turn into the Brentfords.
Sideways step or something. Or you want some Ben and
I said I didn't want to turn into the Brentfords and the Brightons and the Bournemouths of the world. Respectfully, I said respectfully. Because realistically, we were never that. When you're talking about your club, you should be above, respectfully. Obviously, we've got a Brentford fan here, right? But respectfully, my club should not be in talking spaces with Brentford. If you look at their history, for example, even if you go on history base, the reason we brought in Frank was because what he'd done at Brentford, right? Is that the standard for Tottenham?
You say we've done a lot with lesser players. Even I'll admit that we have got lesser players. We have got amazing players. I mean, look, we had Visser and Bramo as
Bramo.
well. Oh, well, quality, man. We lost them goals, what's it, 40 odd, 50 odd goals or something with them.
A lot of goals, yeah.
Yeah, you know, they were like top quality, man, and we have still got some other good players. Don't get me wrong, I think Damsgaard is world class as well, absolute quality. And there are some really good players we got, but you know, we're not up there with these other big teams like allegedly yourselves, you know, giants of the past or whatever in football and that. But you know, because you were a big club. Don't give it, man. You were big.
You know what? You know one thing you said that was really key, and I really rate you for that. You said I would be embarrassed if we lost against Wolves.
Mm.
You just set a standard. Yeah, because Brentford's up here, Wolves is down here. There's a standard.
There are worse teams below us, man. They're a lot worse below us.
100%, right?
Lost there, you know.
You set a standard, right? The standard is we should never lose to Wolves. Now, the standard is I'm okay with roaring to Brentford. That's my issue. I'm okay with the way we're playing. That's my issue. It should never be that. The narrative, look, it's not even me being disrespectful to the other clubs. The narrative is we're so far from what we are.
He's a Wolves fan.
Yeah.
We're now big up Wolves, man. You caught strays, my friend. You caught strays. You caught strays. Yeah. You know, can I tell you this, innit? Yeah. Now you see when the shift is. This is how the shift has changed Tottenham fans. When you've got Brentford fans saying, "You're not all that. We should have." You were disappointed. You didn't even attack us. You see, this is what I'm trying to say, and Haz is okay with it. Haz is okay with a point. This is my issue. You're happy. You're in all fairness. I'm pissed off we drew. Personally, let me be honest with you. I'm pissed off we drew. You are saying you're disappointed, but you're actually okay. Cool, it's a draw, yeah. But you're disappointed.
Oh,
Haz is like, it's all right, man. This is who we are.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
You can't settle for that. You can't get in that mindset, man, that you're settling for second best when you got a, you know, you're supposed to be a better team. You're supposed to be like a top six. You're like sort of a top 6 team, really, aren't you? Spurs, would you say?
Because we don't have the players. We don't have the players.
The standard should never change. That's the difference. No matter, see, this is the difference, yeah? The standard should never change. Example, you set a goal for your club to be. If it goes below that, it's going wrong. That's a simple way of putting it, right? For multiple years, we have been so poor that the standards have dropped and dropped and dropped, and now we're not even a top 6 side now. According to Haz's logic, we're not a top 6 side. We're not a big club. We're not one of a big side. We are like the Brentford, and I said that when Frank came in. I said my biggest fear is becoming a mid-table club, because realistically we are where we are right now. We're a mid-table club. We can't even finish in Europe.
Well, that's true, isn't it? I mean, you know, you should be better than that. Well, you know, and you finished 17th, and yeah, but you still won a trophy at the end of the day.
We won a trophy. See, this is.
But yeah, it wasn't good, was it? That was embarrassing.
It was not good.
In 17th, wasn't it? You know, in the Premier. That is not a good look, is it?
According to Haz's logic, according to reality. Reality, okay, cool. Scott, bro. Reality is the standard should be here, and you should say this is a failure. But what Haz has done, he's accepted and said, yeah, a point is a point. A point is a point.
Yeah.
I will never accept that. No matter how bad my team is, maybe it's delusion, I don't know, but I'm going into games saying, yes, listen, we can win this team realistically. And look, the hurtful thing is, the next games that we have, I saw Brentford as a place where we could gain points. I'm also saying Bournemouth is a place where we can gain points, because realistically, after that we go to Newcastle, Liverpool, Arsenal. You know,
United.
So
I think they're all in the same month.
United, yeah. So realistically, if we can't gain points from Brentford and we can't gain points from Bournemouth, how the hell are we going to gain points from Arsenal, Liverpool, Newcastle, and United if the standard is so low? That's my issue. My issue is this: we don't have no standards, and it's clear when I do watch a lot of content creators, because the standard, they simply blame the players, and the players are to be blamed as well. They're part of the problem, but the problem is the whole standard of the club is not where we're meant to be. The standard of players is well below what we want. 110%. I agree, Scott. I agree with you 100%. I'm not saying I disagree with that. I'm saying the standard should be there. So anything below it, big up TJ on the panel, everyone.
Big up,
big up to yourself, innit? But yeah, that's enough me talking, innit? I'm gonna eat some of my food. You guys carry on talking.
Go for it, man.
When I look back at like old Spurs teams, right? All the back to, I'm just being honest. When I first started following Spurs, when I turned 10, 12 years old, like, you know, properly, I could remember everything, right? Not in the 90s where I went to like games, but I couldn't recall. I couldn't tell you. Our team was awful then, right? But even back to 2005, when Martin Jol took over, we had a better team and squad back then than we do now, because we had like Michael Carrick. Even I think Gina's probably walks into our team at the moment. That's how bad it is. Like Ledley King was there, Dawson. We bought Dawson. Like at least we had strikers that were good. You know, Keenan Defoe were there. We got Berbatov later on. But when I look at this team, I think it's even worse than back then. And back then we finished, I think, 5th. But also those 2 seasons we finished 5th and 6th, or whatever, 2 5ths in a row under Martin Jol. We had like I said, we had a better squad. We're more goal scorers. We're better players. I mean, maybe the defense is the only thing that's comparable. The keepers are kind of the same. Robinson was maybe slightly better than Vicario, maybe. I don't know. But he used to make massive mistakes. Maybe you don't remember Paul Robinson.
Robinson made a lot of mistakes, man.
Paul Robinson,
Paul Robinson made a lot of mistakes.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, I think that team back in 2005 is better than this team. And our biggest problem is in midfield, and I think. But this is why I kind of like... But that because how bad we are, I'm just like, well, drawing away is not a bad result. If it was under different players.
Talk about Robinson. I met him a few years ago.
Robin, did you?
Yeah. Oh. No, and I say a few years ago. This is going back like 4 years ago. In fact, 4 years ago. Yeah. Met him in person.
He was number 1 back in the day.
Really nice guy, apparently. He's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Supposed to be really top guy, you know. But who's that French guy you used to have in goal? There was the international.
Lloris. Do you mean
Lloris? Yeah. I actually thought he was supposed to be a really great keeper, wasn't he?
He's better than Vicario. Better than Vicario, in my opinion. Better than Vicario.
He did make a few mistakes, didn't he? But then he was amazing for France, wasn't he? He was world class for France. And yet, why did he come to Spurs and be like the bozo, get the bozo gene, you know? When he come there, it's like he seems to have this problem with your goals, didn't it?
We went from Lyon for like 8 million, because you know what happened. So Levy, we agreed a deal of 12 million, and then on the last day of the window, Levy goes, "No, I don't want to pay 12." And then they got it down to 8 or something. Plus, they gave them like a shirt or something. I don't know what it was, something really silly. Can he? That's why
Yeah.
Leon didn't want to deal with us for like 10 years because
That's
we only got
Levy,
Ndombele.
all
for Leon.
over that. Mm.
Yeah, like he
That's the
would.
problem.
They
They
weren't
won't
happy.
Levy.
Hmm?
Well, so do you think there is any difference with his new lot then, Harry? This new lot you got in board and that.
It's too early to tell, really, because we were going to talk about a bit of transfers anyway. 'Cause,
Oh right, yeah.
yeah, because he's gone now. But obviously, because Johnson's gone, the two names I saw today.
I'm still here, by the way.
All right.
I'm still here. I'm just eating, innit? You know
Yeah.
what I'm eating? I'm eating flipping, what do you call it? Prawns, innit? Prawns
Is
in it.
it?
They're like oily.
Tempura.
Yeah, man.
Tempura.
Yeah, man. There's a place called Hot Bay. It's next to Wood Green. I think you might be able to order it to your Hot Bay.
Oh, I've seen. I know where that is. Yeah, I know.
Hot Bay. Yeah. They do seafood, crab, fish, you name it. You know.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds good. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm yumming it right now. So if I'm off camera, that's where I'm at right now.
Like obviously, like TJ, we sold Johnson now, and the two names, Savino Dim Monday that I've seen. Yeah, is there anyone else you want, TJ, to replace Johnson on the left or left winger?
Sir, anybody that I want to replace Johnson?
Yeah, because we linked with Savino and Dim Monday. That's the two names we linked with. Before we talk about Sunderland. Yeah, because that's
you know what? Yeah, we definitely need a winger now, and it's important to get two wingers now because obviously we've lost Johnson. There's not enough. There's not a lot of names out there that I'm. What is it called?
Brian, I'm advocating Jolis because he's Greek. I've seen him play a lot for Greece. He's really good. He also plays at number 10, Jolis, the one he meant to talking about and Amura. I don't know who Amura even is. I don't know who he is. But
yeah,
Jolis
there's not a lot of wingers that.
He's more like a forward. He's not really a winger. Like he can play. He plays on the left, but he's more like a forward. Like I don't think he'll be the guy to go down the byline and put balls in. He's more like. He reminds me a bit of Chadley back in the day, that sort of player. Like he plays more in field, but he can play as a 10 as well, Jolis. He can play as a 10. I've seen him play as a 10 for Greece.
You know,
not a bad shout.
You know who? But, you know who I would want? Ndiaye from Everton.
Everyone wants him. Everyone wants him.
Yeah, man. I think he's a baller, man. With the games I've watched, he's a baller, right? But can I be honest with you? I think, if anything, you know, you're talking about replacing Johnson. I think our main issue is not having a midfielder, a ball-playing midfielder, or someone that can actually transition the ball from the midfield to attack.
We badly need that.
For me, I think we should be going in for Ruben Neves. I think I'm agreeing with. I'm actually agreeing with Brian Daigle. I saw him mention it on We Are Tottenham TV. Another person, Gallagher. I've
been saying Neves for since the summer. That's what I've been saying every week. I want Neves.
Another player, Gallagher could be a unique option. I'm not too.
He's available. He's available.
Yeah. I also, can I be honest with you? And this is not for ball playing ability, but someone like a McTominay from Napoli.
Oh, we've been linked with. We've actually been linked with McTominay.
I'll be honest with you. Yeah, I think he could be a good player for Tottenham. You know.
I'm amazed United let him go. You know, I really am amazed. I thought he's a really good player.
He scored loads of goals as well.
He scored against us when he come on and all.
Yeah. Did he score a lot of goals? I remember in this last season, he got 8 or 9 goals, didn't he?
Yeah, something like that, wasn't it?
And he's really fast as well.
He's underrated, I think. Very underrated.
You know, the thing is, you know, he can score because he actually was a striker before he transitioned into a midfielding player.
Yeah.
But we definitely, I think the main issue we have to address is the midfield. I think that's where we lack. You saw it against Brentford. We don't actually have anybody to transition the ball from the midfield to the attack.
Yeah, you don't. It's strange, isn't it? I mean, because you think of all the playmakers you have had, and obviously you've got Maddison out at the moment, which don't help. You know, he's the one that could have done that sort of role there. But, you know, it is a shame because you have. Who was the other ones you had before that? Well, you remember when you had Modric and that.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
you're going years ago, man. What a player.
Yeah, I know. But, yeah, he's quality as well, wasn't he? He still is. He's still playing. But, I mean, you got. Who was the other ones that you used to have like their playmaker role?
Ndombele, Dembele, Wanyama, got even someone like you know, we just need someone to grab the ball from the midfield, you know, and transition.
And just do the transition,
yeah.
Oh, is it Bazuma? Have you got Bazuma? Yeah?
We still got
Bazuma's
Basuma.
Yeah.
We still got Basuma, but he's not in Frank's plan.
Yeah.
Definitely not in Frank's plans.
Well, he's a ball winner though. He does win the ball.
What about Brentford? What do you guys need? Like, if you were to purchase one or have...
No, I mean, we just we do need a few, man. We haven't even spent the money we've got for Vissa and all that yet, and Bramo. We've still got, you know, we've got that invested over what I say, 120 million or something invested from all of that, and we still ain't spent it yet. So, you know, the thing is, we won't go overboard, man. We won't overspend. That's just the way we are. And we can't because of that, you know, what's that other thing with the money?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we can't go too mad, unfortunately. But
it's a good model that you guys have, you know, because over the years you've produced so much quality talent, you know?
Yeah. We seem to find these gems, you know, we seem to, you know, get these gems from somewhere, and it's you know, I think we keep doing that. I mean, you know, that Malambo, we brought in. Unfortunately, he got that ACL injury, so we ain't seen what he can produce because he was, you know, he's quality as well. Obviously, Carvalho's got an ACL. You know, I'm still yet to see anything from him anyway, so I'm not so sure he's good. I think he was going to leave anyway.
I thought you had him from Liverpool, wasn't it? Is he permanent?
Yeah. Yeah, we had him gone permanently, but I think he was going to leave again though because he's just not performing. He won't seem to, you know, kick on, and he has got ability. The guy's got ability, but he weren't kicking on. So unfortunately, he's now got ACL and he's out and he can't even move anywhere. We can't get rid of him, which is a problem. Apparently, us and Palace are after this guy from Man City. Young defender. I don't think he's even played yet.
O'Reilly? Are you talking about O'Reilly?
No. I wish we were after him because I think he's quality, man. I think he'd be great for us. But I think it's something Juma Bar.
I've never heard of him.
Yeah, apparently he's promising, and I don't think he's even played for City though yet. And we're both after him, us and Palace. So only 19.
What about any outgoings? Because Sade, man, could be a good replacement for Johnson, man.
Wouldn't you? You were after him, yeah.
I would want him. I want him.
Well, I don't want him to go, man. I hate losing these players, you know, these top players we have, and we're forever getting rid of them. You know, we keep saying, "Oh, we're a selling club. No, fuck off. We shouldn't be.
Yeah, Juma Bar.
Why should we? You know, in the Premier.
Juma Bar.
Yeah, but you know, we shouldn't be, man, because we're in the Premier now. So why should we keep losing our best players, big players? It's not right, but you know, it's going to keep happening, I'm afraid. And Sade probably will.
You replaced them really well, though. Like Thiago, he's come in. He's scored how many goals? Is it 30? Sorry, I can't remember. Is it 12, 13, and 16 19 games?
Yeah.
Like you replaced them really well. Like the good thing about Brentford is
12.
Yeah, like you sold these players, but you already identified the replacements maybe a year beforehand, or like already. So when they go, the new guys just straight back in. But then,
yeah, I think we do well.
Yeah.
It seems like we're not shopping in Sainsbury's. We're shopping in sort of bloody Primark or something like that. Poundland. To be
Primark.
getting these sort of players we're getting is amazing,
Yeah.
though. But we do, we can see this talent, but we have to spend within our means, and that's the way it is with us. And,
Especially because of FFP and PSR and all this now.
That's it. So
even though
once we go over that, they do us.
Liverpool, it doesn't seem to apply. I mean, Liverpool spent how much
No.
last summer? Yeah.
No, it don't affect them, does it? No. I wonder why. But
isn't Savinho injured?
Yeah, I heard he got a knock as well. And Diamande's at AFCON. So
Yeah.
if we go for either of these players, they might not be available straight away. That's the thing.
Yeah, is it that Diamande you on about paying a load of money for over spending or something?
He's performing. I think Diamande is performing really good at AFCON right now, as well.
Yeah.
Look, I think Savinho. Let me be honest with you. I'm not too. I'm now starting to not really believe we could use a player like Savinho, but we really need ready-made players that are going to get the ground going. Realistically, we still need to replace Son. We haven't replaced Son. I don't see why we couldn't go for like someone like a Leao, maybe. We have to convince him, the money, the structure. All of these things have to play a good part in why a player would want to come to Tottenham. And in fact, why would a player want to come to Tottenham the way we perform?
Yeah, it's a good question, I suppose. But, maybe some feel you're still in with a chance of winning trophies and things, There is that. I mean, it's still a big team at the end of the day. And big clubs will still attract players, no matter how bad they're doing. I mean, look at Man United, how much they were struggling, yet Bramo still wanted to go there because they were his boyhood club. They're not the Man United of old, but he still wanted to play for them. He didn't care.
It's legacy a lot. A lot of it's like the thing with United, Liverpool, and Arsenal. A lot of it's legacy because players nowadays they grew up watching Super Sunday like us. We used to watch, United, and we're like they want to play for one of their teams at some point. So that's why Mbeumo went to United. It's that as well, legacy. They have Spurs don't have that legacy thing. I mean, City might create it in 10 years.
No, but we don't have the legacy.
City, but I'm saying City are creating a legacy with Pep and obviously the past 10 years. They're creating a legacy because now in 10 years' time, in 2040, let's say, a player might look at it and think, "Oh, I grew up watching Aguero's last-minute winner in 2012," just for example. So I want to go to City. They'll have that. They're creating a legacy. Like TJ's right, we're not creating a legacy. That's the problem. Like, because Spurs don't win enough to really create one. I just don't. Yeah.
And let's be honest with you, like, it's a bit sad that I say this, isn't it? But we're not creating any new memories anytime soon. The success on the pitch died when they sacked Ange Postecoglou. Let's be so real, because the next time you're turning big 34, right?
Yeah.
By the time you're big 85 is when you're going to see Tottenham win another trophy.
Oh.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
So
I've seen us win 3 trophies, TJ. I've seen us win when I was 7 years old. I was at the '99 Cup final when we beat Leicester, and Adam Nilsson scored the last-minute header. I was at that game, so I remember that vaguely. Because I remember so well is they were booing Robbie Savage because he dived to get Justin Edinburgh sent off.
Okay.
And I was at the 2008 final, and obviously we had Bilbao. So I've seen us win 3 trophies in like every 10 years we win a trophy. So on average, I guess, something like about every 10, 12 years. So we'll win
I've
another
only
trophy,
seen one.
TJ. We'll win another trophy, man. We'll definitely win another trophy.
To be fair, realistically, I've seen two. I've seen two, but I don't class that trophy as one, because one, I was too young. Two, realistically, I wasn't really a deep fan like that. You know, just childhood club. You know.
Yeah.
So my memories of trophies is.
But your story about becoming a Spurs fan is different from mine, so
100%.
I didn't have a choice. I was brought since I was like 5 to the stadium, so like I was indoctrinated.
100%.
You know, Mr. B. Yeah, I was at that famous game where we were 3-0 up against City, and they went down to 10 men. Joe Bomb, and we lost 4-3 in the FA Cup. I was at that game.
Were you? Oh.
I remember it like really vividly as well. We were 3-0 up, and then like we lost 5-3 to United. I didn't go to that, but I remember that day because because I'm Greek Cypriot. I had to go to Greek school that day. I always tell the story to people who are just not Spurs fans because it's a funny story. So what it is at Greek school, we used to start at 2 till 5 o'clock. So when I was a kid, I never used to go to games. Then I changed Greek school to start going to the games. Anyway, it's a long story, but that day back in the day, right? We're talking back in like the early 2000s. There used to be this the caretaker used to have a small TV and he used to have Sky Sports on the TV. That Soccer Saturday. You used to have it on the TV. What we used to do at break, because it's Saturday 3 o'clock was like a normal thing back then. There wasn't as many televised games. We'd go in there at break at like 3 o'clock, whatever, and check the scores and ask what the scores are. Because we're like, oh, who's winning? Anyway, so when I go in, he goes, it's 3-0 to Tottenham. And he's like, I'm like, what? Like being Man United 3-0. I was like, what? Anyway, by the time I go after break, I go back, whatever. Obviously, back then, there's no social media. There's no, you can only really get the scores from like either people who are watching Sky Sports texting you or something, teletext. But back then, I had like a really, the phones back then, right? When nothing. So I had no idea what was going on. And you'd have to hear from people. I was so-and-so scored, and I'm like, how'd you hear it from? Is it true? You know what I mean? Yeah. And then, so Greek school finishes, and Mom comes to pick me up, and I go to, did we win? We were like winning 3-0 at half time. She goes, no, we lost 5-3. I was like, what?
Oh, no, yeah.
I was like, what?
Yeah, when you heard you 3-0 up, and then suddenly, oh, fuck.
Against United at home. I was like, yeah, we're going to.
Yeah, man. How could you lose, man? But then, obviously, Man United were a decent team still then, weren't they? I think they're better than they were now, than they are now.
Oh, no, that's when they had Beckham and...
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah,
they still had the top players there, didn't they? So...
After 2013, United have not been the same. Since Ferguson left in 2013, they've not been the same.
But they've been weirdly, they've been a really successful team.
They have, but they're not United I grew up with, really.
Oh, 100%. They're far and beyond that. Yeah.
To watch Super Sunday and watch Ferguson versus Mourinho or Ferguson versus...
Yeah, man, and they were just... That United team was just the best in the world at that time.
Giggs, Roy Keane, Beckham. I mean, I remember the '99 final. When I was only 7 years old, I do remember watching it, like because of Solskjaer's goal. I have a memory of Solskjaer's goal, and like I still remember, even I was young as well. When Milan bottled the 3-0 lead against Liverpool in that final. Yeah, I remember that. I watched that in Cyprus, actually. Like, I have a lot of memories. Like, when Joel got sacked, I was in Cyprus. I missed that game. I was in Cyprus. And they were telling us, and bear in mind, again, there was no, social media then. They were telling us in the pub, in this Irish bar in Cyprus, that he was going to get sacked. And I didn't believe him. But then at half time, they started seeing his name, and he got sacked. Do you remember Martin Jol got sacked at half time? Yeah.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
It's interesting. So, quick one before we go to the next topic.
It's only the last topic then anyway. So
Oh, that's the last
I'll
topic.
speak
Cool.
and then we'll go on to the topic. Yeah. What you
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Sorry.
Quick one. If you could pick two positions, because realistically, the January transfer window is going to be a difficult window to
Yeah.
address
yeah.
all our problems.
Yeah.
What two positions would you say is vital for Tottenham's success under Frank?
We need a number 8, 100%. Like right now. Like you said, a Gallagher or a Neves, or like we need something like that right now. And I think we need a winger, whether that's left or right now, I don't know, because I guess left more than right. But also with Johnson leaving, we kind of need to sign someone who can play either side, maybe. I don't know. But those are two positions, I'd say. As much as I want another striker and a left back and, all these other positions,
A goalkeeper.
it's really hard in January. It's hard.
A goalkeeper's down the list now. I remember saying, let's go into this January window and replace the goalkeeper. But right now, goalkeeper is far and few. Like, goalkeeper can stay until next season. But we have to look to improve the goalkeeper, to be fair. Like, the goalkeeper is a massive issue as well.
So for me, those are the positions. That's because we're not going to get a keeper in January as much as I want one.
Just to add a bit of the Brentford side to things.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're seeing us perform so badly right now. As you've been supporting Brentford, you seem like you're a long-term supporter. And under Frank, you kind of know his ins and outs and what he's trying to implement. From the team that you see us have right now, what player do you think could actually progress well under Frank? Because one of the biggest narratives that a lot of Tottenham fans are spreading is, it is one of the factors of our players are not improving. So from the team that you see, I know it's not great, but do you see any players that could thrive under Frank in the future?
Oh yeah, it's definitely. I certainly see it with a lot of your younger players. I would say, like a Bergvall or whatever. I think he could definitely turn them into really good players. I already think that Bergvall looks a promising player. What I've seen of him, he looks really great. So you've got a real good player there on your hands, and Bergvall. The likes of maybe Archie Gray, he could improve even more. I think there are players there that have sort of got it, but need to be, they need to find it properly, and maybe Frank will find that and bring it out of them. That's what I think. He done that with us with certain players at Brentford. He had these youngsters coming through, the likes of this Yarmulke, who plays a lot now under Andrews. He's plays nearly every game. So, and he's looking better and better. He's getting there. We can see signs now of this decent players there. Even like Sharda as well. Sharda's still raw.
Yeah,
he's
100%.
And he's got to be more consistent, Sharda. You can see what he can do. That hat trick he got, one against Bournemouth, man. That was him.
Yeah, he's a player. He's a player. The question I'm going to ask you then, and this is different. This is different from me and Haz, isn't it? Because obviously we have two. We're quite similar on our points, but we're different as well. Yeah. Do you think us as Spurs fans we're too reactionary? Do you think we need to give Frank more time, or are you like certain fans that say, "Look, Frank clearly is not the right match for Tottenham," because we're going down a slippery slope where we don't know what our future is going to be like. And as you know, Frank, you've been through the process. Do you think we need to be patient with him?
I think you do, man, somehow, because at least give him this season and then see what else. Because it is his first season, and this is a big step up for him, isn't it? But going to a bigger team, he's been with us for 7 years, and in that time he's had to learn a bit as well, because he hadn't managed a real major team before. He was somewhere in Denmark managing. And then we sort of brought him in, and You know, he didn't start great either. He lost his first few games, 7 games or more, and he wasn't great to start with, but he had to learn. And you know, he already had that tactical knowledge, strategies, and so forth. He's never been a player, of course, as well, but you know, he seems to have that you know, knowledge and things what he needs to do, and that's all important. And that's what makes a very good manager. I mean, you can't say he's the best manager in the world, because there are better than him. We all know that. We all know there's better than him. But he's still a good manager, and he done well with us, man. You know, all I can say is I'm happy with him. He was great with us. Got us up to the Premier, and we owe a lot to him. I think he was great, and that's why we one more question. Cheered him, you know. Where was you not booed him? You not booed him, you know. But we loved him, mate. You know, we loved him, and we cheered him. Great reception.
There's a question that I saw online, and I'm actually starting to understand why a lot of us as Tottenham fans are kind of like turning away from Frank. I don't know if this was a thing while he was managing you guys, but his press conferences, they're really what's a good word for it? There should be a good word for it. Some of the things that he says, he puts hot water when you don't really need it. Like, let's just say, example, I'll give you a great example. We already know we have a lot of injuries. We don't have the current players and all of this in it. But then he has a go at the fans for wanting better football. Or did he ever do that to you guys? Because the connection with the fans and Frank is not at its best. Half of us, there's half of the fan base want him out. Another half wants.
To be honest. But then, I mean, we're not talking like we are, you know, position you're in with a big team like you lot. But, you know, it's lowly Brentford. We weren't, you know, we never had to go through all that. And whatever I saw was all positive from him there. I never saw anything where he was going to go at anyone or having to go at fans or anything, coming back at fans. So he got on with everyone well. And, you know, you see, especially when, you know, in the changing room as well, you know, there's plenty of videos you can see come out of him in the changing room. Yeah. And he was superb with the players, you know, motivational. I wouldn't say he got angry, you know, and really had to go at anyone. But he was, you know, he could say it when he could do it when he needed to, you know. Yeah. And you could see how great he was in the changing room. And our players had a lot of respect for him. Right? They really did. And it was really hard when he went. And, you know, not just for the players, but for the supporters and everyone. We knew he was going to go at some stage. It was always clear that he was wanting to move on. And you cannot always stay at a club for like, look, he was there 7 years. So not many managers have that time, do they, at a club? Yeah. So, you know, you think the longest sort of serving manager is Fergie, of course, Man United, and Wenger at Arsenal, you know. So, but, you know, you can't always have that time there. So, you know, we were grateful for him. We always will be, what he done. But, you know, I personally wanted to see us beat them. I wanted, you know, to beat you lot. So, but I wanted to forget that and think about after the game. You know, we're there to win a game. We're not there to shake hands and congratulate and say how great we were and what we done here. Yeah. You know, let's go out and fucking win the game, you know. But, you know, it wasn't to be. But we gave him a lot of cheer and great reception, friendly, and you lot were booing and, you know, cheering him. But, you know, at the end of the day, he's doing what he can. And you haven't lost. You didn't lose, did you? And you beat Palace. You know, you're still there. You still 12th, is it? 12th?
12, yeah.
Yeah, so, you know, you win a few games. It's so tight. You win a few more games or whatever, you're back up there. So, you know, it's not all doom and gloom, really, is it? At the end of the day.
True. Has you got any other questions?
Just quickly on Sunderland. I know Mr. B's. Who you got playing next? Is it?
Oh, we got
Everton, isn't
Everton.
it? Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
what a
So
game.
before we talk about
That game
the
is going to be a
prediction,
hard game.
Would you, are you
Away
playing
as
away?
well. So yeah.
Oh, what do you
It's
think
not
happen
easy
there?
at all.
What do you think's gonna happen there? You think you're gonna
Yeah,
get
because
something?
we got to go to the. We ain't played there yet. That's that new stadium, isn't it? Hill
Yeah,
Dickinson.
we won there somehow. But,
We won there
Yeah,
convincingly as well.
yeah, 3-0 because Sar got that goal at the end, didn't he? I remember.
yeah. Yeah, but I still think they'd be tough there. I really do. I mean, and Moyes, you know, always gets them, you know, sets it out well. They're stalled out there and whatever. And a good team. You got Grealish there. He's going to be dangerous. So,
He's back,
is
isn't he, I think?
Enjoy playing? Is he still fit? Is he playing there? Enjoy, I think. So
He's on. He knows at AFCON now, I think.
oh, is he? Oh,
He's at
sorry. Yeah, he's at AFCON, isn't he? Yeah.
Mm.
Who else they
So you
got?
might have more of a chance
Good.
of not and die because he's going to play McNeil and Diblin last game. I think he did, and Grealish was on the bench. So maybe he'll put Grealish in and play one of the other two, McNeil maybe or Diblin on the other side. I don't know. He tends to play Grealish on the left, doesn't he? So
Yeah.
yeah,
it'd be dangerous. I mean, they've got some decent players there, so it won't be easy for us. But we've got to somehow get an away win if we can, or draw. I'll take a draw. But Alex Pritchard, yeah, I do remember him. Yeah, he was a good player, very good player, Alex Pritchard. But didn't quite kick on. I don't think in the end, unfortunately.
No. I'd hoped so as well. I thought he was going to do something, but I guess they see more than we do.
So this is going to be tough for you, lot, isn't it? Sunderland.
TJ, what are your thoughts on Sunderland? Yeah.
I don't know, man. If I thought Brentford was a win, Sunderland is definitely a loss.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're a good team, man. They're a very good team.
I think we're going to draw again. I think we're going to draw.
You think so?
Yeah.
I'm working as well.
Yeah. Is it 6 players they got? Is it in AFCON?
Six.
I think 6 players, isn't it?
Yeah, you say that, but
they got that.
Sunderland performed pretty well.
Guy's name?
Adingra,
that is his name?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good player. I played Adingra, you know. They got
Shaka's a good player, man.
Shaka's been sick, man.
That's a midfielder that we actually need. Realistically, someone that can play with the ball.
From midfield, man. He actually
he is.
Yeah. They got Churkin.
Nobody else got him, you know. Got Xhaka, because I thought, you know, somebody else should have gone for him, you know. Like, I wish we could have got him, you know. We've been great for the Bees.
Instead of Henderson.
But, well, yeah, I didn't really want Henderson to start with, but I thought, look at how well he's done, you know. He's got 35 and he's still...
Good. Rose, he's actually a really good goalkeeper. And Michele's good. They got some good players. And they're missing 6 players.
Lafay, another one?
Yeah. Enzo Lafay. Yeah. Robbie he's all right. Isidore didn't even play. He was on the bench. He's a good player as well, Isidore. Yeah. They're actually some good players. Chris Rigg.
It's going to be a difficult game for Tottenham.
Yeah.
Because one thing is, we're bad at home. Worse at home.
Sunderland are really good defensively. They're really good defensively.
I can see us losing 1-0.
He held Man City somehow. I mean, I know Man City had loads of chances against them, but they still somehow held firm.
He wasn't even on the bench. Ballard might be injured, you know, because he wasn't even on the bench against City.
What's your score prediction, Has?
I think it'll be 1-1.
1-1. I'm saying 1-0 to them.
You think?
Yeah, man. I always saw Sunderland as a difficult fixture.
I think we're going to struggle to break them down. That's another thing I'm worried about because they're defensively so solid. Like I was watching our game, but I watched a bit of the City game as well because our game was 0-0. So I was switched between a bit. But they were like they shut out City completely.
They shut out City. Yeah. I was watching both of the games. Realistically, their defense is really strong.
Yeah,
it's tough. Tough to break down that defence. Is this at your ground or theirs?
Our ground.
At yours.
Yeah, but we're worse at home.
You struggled a bit at home, didn't you? So
yeah, no, we're worse at home. This is why against you guys, I predicted a win. Realistically, go for it, my friend.
No, I just think. Well, I think Sunderland would be really tough for you, man. I really do because I would say I'm going to go 2-1 Sunderland here.
Thank you. I actually agree with that. I see us losing. I don't see us scoring. This is the thing. You say 2-1. I don't see who's going to score.
Yeah, but
we don't even create chances. And the thing is, isn't it? If we play like how we played against you guys, there's no point. How'd you go into the game?
In a way, Sunderland got more of a cutting edge than us in a way. So I feel they've got incisiveness at going forwards to nick a goal or two. So I think that's why I think the 2-1 still. I still think somehow you will get one. As you say, I don't know who it will be who gets it, but I think there will be a goal.
Granit Xhaka is scoring. Put your odds on.
Ex-Arsenal.
Put your odds on.
Yeah.
If you want to make easy money, Granit Xhaka is scoring.
Yeah, I'm sure your fans will love that. Next Arsenal player.
He's gonna get booed really hard, I think, because I remember when we beat them 3-0 under Conte. I gave Xhaka so much abuse, man. I was booing him every time I touched it. Like it was really bad. That game, when they went down to 10 men because Holding got sent off, we won 3-0.
Yep.
Yeah. I was giving Arteta and Xhaka so much shit, man. Like the whole game.
Yeah, I know, man. I bet. But you got to play Arsenal again soon, haven't you?
In February, yeah. February's not a nice month. We were looking at it yesterday, Drew.
But you got to get revenge there, haven't you? You were poor there, weren't you, when you went there?
Lost 4-1,
Yeah. Weren't great, was it? So.
No.
They're going well though, Arsenal, aren't they? So it's going to be really tough.
They're probably going to win the league.
Don't say that, man. Don't put it out into the atmosphere. Remember when I said believe? Don't say it. They're not going to win the league.
I think only City stand in their way, man, to be honest.
I hope City wins because they're like 7 points clear.
4-4.
Yeah.
The City drew to Sunderland.
City only drew with Sunderland, so that's giving them a little bit of extension of a lead, Arsenal. But I still think it could be tight at the end of the day. I think there's going to be wins and losses for both. I mean, it's going to be like banana skins there somewhere for those two. And I thought Villa would be in it as well, but I think they might only finish about third or fourth. Villa now, I can't see them winning the
They won't win the title. For me, they were never really in the title race.
No, definitely not. But it's between Arsenal and City myself, I'd say. But it's going to depend, doesn't it? Who's got the tougher running? We don't know. Who would say he's got the?
I'm looking. Yeah, it's too early, really. Yeah.
There's still a long way to go, isn't there? So
trying to break down Sunderland's low block.
You know any protests that's going on?
No. Not that I know
Everything
of.
is
Not yet.
realistically
Anyway,
after January. If nothing changes, we have to get
we have
the
to,
Enoch family out.
we have to go back down there again. I guess we have to
Yeah,
go back
we
down
have to
there.
go. We have to get the Enoch family out.
Yeah.
Because
Nothing
if this,
changes.
I'll be
Yeah.
honest with you, if this is the year that Arsenal wins the title, and we don't finish above 7th, yeah, we need to protest.
Yeah.
Look how far we've dropped.
Mm.
Only
That's why I said
like
we're starting
Go
from
for it, go for it.
scratch. We're basically starting from scratch. That's the problem.
Yeah, Granit Xhaka.
Oh, please, not last minute,
probably.
Xhaka. Oh, please.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You guys, put your money on Granit Xhaka scoring. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I obviously don't gamble in it, but I'm a good. I give good advice. The Richarlison one, nobody thought Richarlison would score.
Yeah.
I said,
Yeah. I remember.
put your money on. I said, put your money on Richarlison scoring. He scored the only goal against a 4-0 battering to Arsenal.
Yeah.
And the goal he scored, it's like he heard that I needed him to score. He scored from the halfway point, or like near enough the halfway point. He lobbed Real.
Oh yeah, Ray was doing his usual, going well off his fucking line. Yeah,
Yeah,
done that with us quite a bit, to be honest. But don't get me wrong, he's a fantastic goalie, awesome keeper. He was amazing as well for us. But he will still keep doing that. And bozo moments, going well off his line, like, oh well, I used to be an outfield player, which he was. He was a striker at one stage years ago. So he's still got that in his makeup. I'm afraid that he still do that. So
Do you think Kobe Miney might be a good choice for us, TJ, or not? Because I was reading.
I think so, but I think he's too young though.
Do you think he's too young?
I think he would be a great option for Tottenham. But right now, I don't want to risk youngsters. I really want to have ready made. We're already 12th or 13th or wherever we are. We're on the table. Realistically, we can't afford to gamble with youngsters. We've got too many youngsters already.
I know. I'm only just asking.
Yeah. But for long-term longevity, I think Kobe Menu will be a good signing for Tottenham.
Yeah.
If we had a stable situation where we have good experience and what do you call it? Good experience, not just good experience. You also have like players that are up and coming. Then Kobe Menu would be perfect to bring to Tottenham. The only problem is we right now we definitely need someone experience, and I don't think Kobe Menu is that man. I would rather go for Ruben Neves than go for Kobe Menu, just knowing the fact of we know what we're going to get from the product. We don't have to wait for him to develop. We understand that it's not a longevity move, so he's not going to be with Tottenham for the next 5 years. It might just be a season or two, but we already know that what we're getting out of the package. Kobe Manu will be a futuristic signing. Do you understand where I'm coming from?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm saying, why don't you just go for Scott McTominay? Or
I think
a lot of people have suggested.
I think it's a great option. McTominay is a great option for us.
Yeah,
I think.
Or a lot of people have suggested Conor Gallagher
or Neves or Gallagher. Anyone like that's a great shout. Yeah, I think someone like Neves would really help us. But I heard Real Madrid are looking at him as well. I'm not joking.
Ruben Neves.
Real Madrid looking at Neves, yeah. So
what about Ivan Toney? Any news on Ivan Toney?
No, I heard nothing. I thought it would be one we might. Theo Hernandez and Ruben Neves. Yeah, I wish, man. Theo Hernandez is sick. Left back for. I think he's a left back PSG.
Left back for what is it called? PSG.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
he's coming to Spurs
think-
right now.
I think
Yeah.
he's got injury though.
Yeah, you're right. I think he is injured. Anyways, anything
Yeah.
else?
Nothing else, my friend. Nothing else. I'm just eating my food right now.
Some food as well. But anyways, please subscribe to Into Spurs.
Yeah.
You're back.
Like and subscribe my last 2 videos. Literally, they're up on my channel right now. Subscribe to me. Share it as well, man. If you disagree with me, comment as well. We might.
Mr. B's gone. Please go subscribe to his channel as well. I need a Brentford fan, but please go subscribe to his channel.
Yeah.
Mr. B.
Big up. What is his name?
Well, his channel is Mr. B Talks Football.
Yeah. Big up Mr. B's, man.
Yeah.
Bring him up, innit? First time meeting him. You know, I don't know where he went. Probably his Wi-Fi dropped off, innit? But subscribe to his channel.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah. You got any more? Are you on any streams?
Later? No. I mean, there's loads of streams live right now, but I'm not on anything tomorrow or anything. Nah.
Okay, cool.
Are you going on anyone's?
Nah, man. I'm focusing on my channel.
Yeah,
for a minute. You know, I was meant to go on Harry Scarts, but when he wants me to come on, it doesn't work for timing, and you know, so realistically, I'm just working on. I'm focusing on my channel for now. If any other opportunities come ahead, maybe I'll jump onto it, but I need to start releasing more content on my channel. The problem is I've abandoned my channel and I haven't really been uploading.
Cool. All right. So come on, you Spurs, and take care, everyone, and have a nice weekend. Hopefully, we'll actually do something this weekend.
In a bit.
Yeah.